Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that Empress energy. This is the promise of paradise. This is the promise of your own personal utopia. Yeah. This is a future that if you put in the work, it's going to put in the work too. This is an energy that if you nurture it, if you take care of it, if you give it everything you have, if you give it all of you, it will take care of you, right? It will give you that right back. This is you being a co-creator with the universe, with spirit. Lovely card, beautiful card, great energy, abundance, success. Let's see what that life is all about. Let's see how we're getting there. Let's see what it might look like. Let's get some more details. Well, we got a 9 of Pentacles. It's something that's going to continue thriving, right? It's going to continue growing. It's not just a one and done. This isn't just finding that one good job and then that's it, or getting that one perfect, love relationship and then that's it. This is a life that is continuing to evolve and grow and get better and better and better. The 9 of Pentacles is all about gain. It's all about progress, that card, right? This is living the best life. This is the best life. This is you living it. It's a process. It's an experience, right? It's not a fixed thing. It's not a 2 or a 4. It's an ongoing progress, progression, and evolution. Now we have the 4 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, we have the Art or Temperance card, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got a Prince of Wands, the Hierophant, 6 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. You're getting the best life here. I think this is a really important message for you. I think this is, this best life, this dream life, this personal utopia is starting to evolve right before your eyes. I think you're starting to see those visible signs of progress. The Queen of Pentacles is your future self, okay? And your future self is bringing you this message and how to manifest this, right? So you've got to have that conversation with your future self, because your future self is looking back at what you're doing right now. The decisions you make right now are either getting you closer to this best life, to this personal utopia, to all these gains, all this progress, or not, or taking you further away. Is this a fear thing? Is there something are we reluctant in some way to start taking these positive steps to get us to our best life? This is an important message. This is going to set you up for life. This is your future self, the Queen of Pentacles, already sitting pretty, already enjoying the throne right next to the Empress. They're sitting together here, And so it's kind of like it's already guaranteed. It already exists in the future. But you still got to do the work. You still got to make those decisions. You got to make those choices. Okay? Your future self wants you to hear this message. Your future self is trying to set you up for life, right? The 4 of Cups down at the bottom, though, tells me that there's some sort of reluctance. There's some sort of emotional thing that you're just not ready to let go of yet. And that might be that important message. That might be the change that we have to seek out right now. This is the 2 of Pentacles. It's all about change. There's some emotional thing that's kind of frozen. It's kind of stuck. It's limited. There's something that needs to be changed in our emotional body, Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, Pisces. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is that factor that is infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley, right there on top, our guardian of the mystery card. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading, all right? If at any point during the program you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. I want us to do it together. I want to make the channel more interactive, but I also want us to exercise our intuition. I think that's vitally important. It will get better if we practice it, right? Okay, looking around the room now, major, major, major. There is an element of trust here. There is an element of your higher self knows better. Your future self and your higher self, maybe these are co-rulers of your future, right? Your true self, higher self, and your future self, the future you know. And if we want to arrive in this future that is our Empress future, right? That paradise, that land of milk and honey, and we want to continue to evolve and grow, this is something that's going to set you up for life. You know what I mean? It's this is where you want to be, okay? But there's something that's kind of holding us back here. There's something that we need to volatilize. This is something fixed. This is the art or temperance card. It's the card of alchemy, internal alchemy, right? This, whatever this is that frozen emotional thing. This is that thing we can't let go of. We got to throw it in the pot. We got to cook it, right? We've got to heat it up. We've got to melt that ice cube. We've got to volatilize that fixed energy. We've got to upcycle that energy, okay? And I think that's really the message here, is that there's something that's holding you back from really continuing to make the right choices toward your best life, toward that paradise, toward this really, like this good setup that's waiting for you, okay? We've got to make changes. And changes are not always easy. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. When we're stuck in this emotion, this is, again, this Four of Cups. It's a fixed emotional state. It could be a fear. It could be something that we're clinging to. It could be something from the past. It could be a memory. It could be a particular person or relationship. We cling to it because it feels comfortable. It feels like it's going to hurt to lose it, that it's going to be difficult to let go of it and give it away or let it pass or to throw it in the pot and make it become part of something else. And I don't know exactly what this is. I am getting a J name in your life. James, John, Jane, I don't know, male or female, but a J name. Yeah. And I don't know if this is a past relationship, maybe. That's the key, a past relationship. But something we're still holding on to. It could be regret. It could be a grudge. It could be that we're holding on just to this bad energy, these negative feelings. We've got to let these go. We've got to make some changes here so that we can continue this path. Look at this. This path of earth is so beautiful. Making changes now to continue making progress. And every thought, word, and deed in your life right now is like a magnet. It's either getting you closer to your goal, and we're seeing progress and increase, or it's repelling. It's pushing you further away. So in some ways, it kind of like two poles of a magnet. If you do two positive poles, they repel each other. If they're the same, they won't unite. But if they're opposite, if they're different, then they'll link together. So it's kind of the suggestion that if you keep doing the same thing that you've always done, you're repelling your best life, this paradise. We're getting further away. So the habits that you're in, the patterns that you keep repeating, are not helping you. Nay, indeed, are bringing you further away. Okay? We've got to change. We've got to flip the script. We've got to do something different. Doing something different is going to then be more, more of that attractive magnetism kind of thing. And we're going to get closer to what we want. We're going to draw into our lives what we want and what we need. But not by the same old, same old. And the same old Four of Cups, that's the routine. That's where we're comfortable. That's the habit of our heart. And this is water energy, right? We've got that habit of our heart. I don't think there's anything wrong with the way you're thinking about stuff. We have some really good air energy over here. The Six of Swords is that divine plan, that blueprint. You know exactly what you need to do because you are receiving directly from Spirit, directly into your consciousness, into your psyche, and you know how to act, and you are obeying the dictates and the mandates of your higher self, your true self, the initiator, the Hierophant here, the one that is leading you to this future. But then on the other side, in our heart, we are resisting it. And I don't know exactly what this is or what's going on here, but I know that we've got to flip the script. We've got to do something different. We've got to get out of this pattern, whatever this is. We've got to follow the divine pattern. This Six of Swords is a reflection of the Ace, and the Ace is that spiritual source, that highest plane of reality. And that highest reality is being reflected into your mind as this divine pattern, divine plan, this divine kind of matrix of energy. Not just these habits and routines of our heart that I don't think have been working for you as well as you thought, maybe. So there's this need of transformation. We've got to take this and put it in there and distill out that wisdom. See, the Queen of Pentacles also is the one that does that alchemical work. Can take the experiences of the past, can take whatever this is, and do that alchemy on it. Because the Queen of Pentacles appreciates the past, understands what that experience was, understands the real meaning, has real understanding and wisdom of this habit, this pattern that we've been repeating, and is able to take that whole thing, that whole pattern energy, and distill it. Heat it up, boil it, right? Volatilize it. And what comes over, the distillate, is that pure essence, the wisdom and understanding. Everything that's useful and valuable out of all that stuff, this is what we have, right? This whole pattern of energy. And after the distillation process, we're left with just a little bit, right? And that is what we are taking with us. The rest we can leave behind. Because we're not redoing that pattern. We're not repeating that cycle. But we appreciate it. But we know that there is value in it. And we have to have that kind of retrospective energy. We have to do that retrospection in order to distill that wisdom out of our past, out of our history, and use that to continue making progress to this future, right? And this is going to be really good because, we're talking about energy and all that, but this is earth, right? This is very practical stuff. So there's a pattern that you keep repeating that's preventing you from really getting this kind of future where you are successful and happy, your business is thriving, there's abundance, there's love, there's money, there's security, there's everything that you need. You're on top of the world here in a very real way. You've got everything you need, and you keep expanding and growing, and things are becoming better and better. This abundance, I think finances are a part of it, for sure. So there's the money that you need. There's the love that you need. There's the raw material that you need. It really is this idea of paradise, the best kind of life that you can imagine. But what does the Empress tell us? That we have to put in the work if we want to get that out of it. If we take care of nature, nature will take care of us. We have to live in harmony with it. We have to be co-creators. Yeah. So with the Prince of Wands over here, it's time for action. It's time to make a decision. We got to see, this is the first appearance of some real fire energy, and really the only fire energy. There's some here, but that's an alchemical fire. This is a fire of consciousness. This is a fire of will and intention. This is the fire that says, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to go. You know, showing up to work, already warmed up, right? Ready to get at it. Ready to follow the instructions of our true self, our future self, who I think has formed a very close alliance with this higher self, with the true self, right? And it's kind of interesting, a paradox, because in order to get to, in our future, we are aligned with we're finding alignment with our true self, and we're finding abundance and wealth and all this stuff. But to get to that future state, we have to align ourselves with our true self, right? So it's kind of like what came first, the chicken or the egg, the cart or the horse. It doesn't matter. They both came first, right? It's a weird paradox here. To have what we want in the future, we've got to be that now. We have to have this connection with our true self now if we're going to get to that future state where we are connected with our true self. Yeah. If you want gold, you have to have gold. You know, it's the old alchemical kind of paradox. To make gold, you must first be gold. Yeah. So I think that you're receiving this almost intuitive understanding. This spiritual download is happening. You know what we need to do. You know what needs to be done. But again, we're clinging to something. We've got to let go of this. Okay. Now, for this, I want to do a divine inspiration. This is a botanical inspiration, actually. For this Four of Cups, maybe just something to inspire us or to reassure us, or something to kind of maybe give us a little bit of insight into that Four of Cups. This is a nice little oracle deck. The Trumpet Gentian, power and healing. To get what you love, first you have to be patient with what you have. To get what you love, you have to be patient with what you have. Well, it just so happens that the Queen of Pentacles is a very patient energy. Has time, luxury, right? Has the is in a position where they can be patient, right? They have everything. Life is kind of slow. It's a little bit more chill. So they can be patient. To get what you love, first you have to be patient with what you have. To be patient, first you have to have what you love, right? It's another one of these kinds of paradoxes. But I think the power and the healing is really the important part of this. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. And maybe the patience here is the processing of this. Maybe it's a slow letting go. No one's saying that you have to do it quickly, right? And so to get what you love, which let's say is this Empress energy, who is partnered up with you in the future and the true self, you know, all this energy is together. To get to this future that you really love, you've got to be patient with what you have now. And yes, there is a patience here, but that patience can run out eventually, right? We need power and we need healing. We don't need stagnation. The power and the healing comes from putting that in that pot and dissolving this and finding the wisdom that was in there, that understanding, so that we don't repeat this pattern. If you don't know the past, you're going to be doomed to repeat it. We need power and healing, not stagnation. Okay? Not stagnation. Six of Wands. This is the difficult card. This is in the position of the obstacle. And the obstacle really is because you've got the plans, you've got the paperwork, you're getting the download already, but your heart is just not ready yet, right? There's this disconnection between our mind and our heart. And we want the harmony, right? We want the harmony in order to manifest our will in the physical world and get to this 3D future that we want, that has the 4 and the 5, 6, 7D influence coming down into it. Yeah. But the difficult thing is, you know, having you got the entire script, but we're just not ready to get out on stage and act it. It's like you already know your lines. We're not ready yet, you know? And maybe we need the patience, sure. We need the power and the healing. And this is the power. This is what results from that alchemical process. This is now that little bit of that tincture, a little drop of which is going to energize you and motivate you. Now we cannot wait to see what comes next. Because every step now, we know every choice, every thought, word, and deed, every decision is one step closer to our dream life, our paradise, our personal utopia. Right? Progress now. Every step is a step toward. Right? Not a step backwards. And what I'd like to see for the mystery card maybe is the Ace of Cups. We need some healing, we need some purity, we need some peace in our heart. We have peace and clarity in our mind. I think this is your spiritual antenna. I think it is tuned perfectly and you're receiving everything you need. All the plans, all the downloads, all the info is here. You've learned the process, you've learned the plan, you know all your lines. You know all the stage directions, We've just got to be ready in our heart to go out and do this, execute the plan. Take that first step toward this unbelievable future. Well, let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what this is. Maybe it will be the Ace of Cups. If not the Ace of Cups, maybe a Six of Cups, right? We have the Six of Swords. Why not a Six of Cups to go with it? If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we have. Another Nine of Pentacles. Again, it's kind of like Spirit's enticing you. Look at how good this is going to be. Look at you, living your best life. You got your pets, your plants, your people. You've got everything you need. You've got abundance. And there's even a little tiny snail down there at the bottom reminding us to slow down and enjoy what we have. Treat yourself. Spend money on yourself. Be generous with your friends and your family. Take a spa day. Go shopping at the mall. Go spend money on Amazon. You're going to have these kinds of resources. And it's, to me, it's kind of like this beautiful promise of the future. And it's just Spirit's trying to get you, just let go of this. And this can be yours. This sounds very tempting, right? But I think you need to feel it in your heart that this is right. Mentally, I think physically you can see it. Yeah, I could start going in that direction and really achieve something, really be this kind of successful, really have my kind of dream life. But your heart's got to be ready. If your heart's not ready, if your heart's not in it, no amount of nine of Pentacles can convince you. Spirit wants to show you. We had the Empress, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. And Spirit's just saying, this is all yours when you're ready. When you're ready. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Pisces every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. I am here every day. You can come see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Okay. I was going to make an announcement in a separate video, but I've just kind of been adding this at the end of my filming today. I've made the decision to quit my day job, if you can believe it. I've been with the company for 15 years, and I've decided it's time now to focus my efforts here on this channel. I also have another channel on YouTube. It's Dove and Serpent Bedtime Stories. I read some bedtime stories, things that are not in copyright, ghost stories or fantasy stories, whatever I am kind of drawn to. I only have a few of those so far, but they're up and they're available if you weren't aware of that channel. I hope to be able to do more of those, and I have other ideas for different tarot-related things. Another channel that I want to work on that's kind of oriented more toward the learning of tarot rather than reading tarot, so it would be more of a kind of an educational type of channel, I guess. But as soon as I made that decision and got that ball rolling to quit my day job, the YouTube algorithm made some sort of change, and now it feels like these videos that I'm doing are not getting pushed out to very many new people. So right now it's very important that everybody watches their readings all the way through until the end. Interact with the channel, leave comments, and hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Share the video on other social media platforms. These are all very good ways to support the channel. That don't cost you anything. And I really do appreciate that. And right now, I'll be honest, we need that more than ever right now. Because I want to keep doing this. I want to focus all my time here on these channels. My wife has a channel as well. She does tea leaf readings, if you don't know. Her channel is Ula Tea Leaf Readings. That's U-L-A Tea Leaf Readings. Marvelous work. So check that out if you haven't yet. Pisces, I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.